We are back to bring to you the breakdown of the Los Angeles Rams that went to St. Louis, won a Super Bowl, and then came back to Los Angeles. This is Tecmo Super Bowl and the Nintendo Entertainment System. And the Rams are the team we're breaking down. And the Rams in 1990, they went 5-11. So I would say they're overrated in this game based off, some of the things we're going to go through. And then in 1991, the year this game came out, they went 3-13. So not very good for the Rams at all. So let's take a look at the Rams offense. The Rams offense can honestly play with any other offense in the game. So if you start off at their quarterback, Jim Everett, they got a good quarterback because his pass control is good at 63, and that pass control will help with the calculation of the accuracy of the passing. That's why you ignore the accuracy of the passing stat. And the pass control also is the rating that calculates if the receiver is going to catch the ball or not. And his passing speed is 56. He's not a mobile quarterback. He's just your average 13. So Chuck Long, 44 pass speed, 38 pass control. He's never going to be better than Jim Everett, so I don't see much reason to take him off the bench. Cleveland Gary, running back. The good thing about Cleveland Gary is he's got a 50 maximum speed. So with the Rams' high-powered passing game, you will be able to keep your defender guessing, keep him honest with a solid running game with Cleveland Gary and a couple of their other running backs. The bad thing about Cleveland Gary is his 38 ball control, and that means he's going to fumble more often. So some people like to take him out. I know Mort's one of those guys.
Yeah.
And then 38 hitting power, so that's not too bad, but he's definitely not popcorning anyone. Kurt Warner, other running back, 38 maximum speed, 31 hitting power, 25 receptions. He's actually the one running back on this team that you're not going to use because there's two other better ones. Gaston Greene actually has a little bit more speed, 44 maximum speed, 50 ball control, 25 receptions. You want to keep your eye on him, but honestly you're putting in Buford Mcgee because Buford Mcgee has the higher receptions, 50 receptions. Combine that with Jim Everett's pass control, and that's a lot better. He also has that same 44 maximum speed, 31 hitting power. So you'll bring in Mcgee for sure. Some people might bring in Mcgee and Gaston Greene as the two running backs. Or you can put in Cleveland Gary for his speed, but just be ready to possibly fumble. Now, the two wide receivers, the first wide receiver and the second wide receiver, are the best combo in the game. Arguably, you could make a case for the 49ers, of course. Or Houston Oilers.
Houston's really a trio.
Houston's got 3 or 4 good receivers.
But these guys are up there.
Yeah, these guys are up there for best 2, just because the receptions are so high. Henry Ellard, 81, that's tied with the best in the game with Jerry Rice. And he still has some speed, 56 maximum speed. Snap of the ball running 44, so he can burn past some weaker corners, accelerating at his 69 rushing power, and then he has an average 50 ball control. Willie Flipper Anderson, again, he has the same statistics as far as speed, rushing power, hitting power as Henry Ellard. He has an average 50 ball control, and just slightly lower in receptions at 75, but 75 is still great. That's tied for second highest with quite a few wide receivers. So you got quite the combo there with Jim Everett's passing game is looking great for the Rams. And then Derek Faison, 25 maximum speed, 50 ball control, 44 receptions. You're not bringing him off the bench. Aaron Cox, same thing. Your first 2 wide receivers are too good. His ball control is a 50, 44 receptions. Keep him on the bench. Pete Holohan, he actually is quite a good tight end. He has an above average receptions at 56, average ball control at 50, and his hitting power is at 56, so he can provide some blocking in the running game and also protecting the quarterback on certain passing plays. But he's only a 19 maximum speed, so that's the drawback of him. And then their backup tight ends, 25 running speed, 69 acceleration, only a 44 hitting power, 31 receptions. Yeah, he's probably staying on the bench too. The Rams' offensive line is above average to strong, so they will provide you with some protection for Jim Everett and that running game. Doug Smith, the center, 63 hitting power, 38 maximum speed. Tom Newberry, solid 50 hitting power. Right guard, 56 hitting power, so he'll hold his own there. Irv Pankey, he's actually pretty good. What a name, Irv Pankey, 63 hitting power, 25 maximum speed. Jackie Slater, 25 running speed, at accelerated and 69, 31 maximum speed, 63 hitting power. And so that's a good offensive line. Their kicker is a weakness. He's weak. 19 kicking ability. That's good for only about a 63-yard field goal. So passing the 50 isn't good enough for the Los Angeles Rams, and their kicker, you probably got to cross at least the 46 if my math's right. So, and then his avoid kick block is bad as well. So don't be surprised if your kicks get blocked by that linebacker one. And then the punter, not a big leg, but with the Rams offense, you won't be punting much. And if you are, you're probably losing the game.
Well, the Rams' record, it was probably because of their defense, because there's one really good player, there's a couple pieces at the safety, and there's not much else. The defensive line, we got Brian Smith, pretty average, 38 maximum speed, 38 hitting power. Alvin Wright has 50 hitting power, only 38 maximum speed. And Doug Reed to cap it off with 44 hitting power, 38. Slow, not a lot of hitting power to defensive line. Linebackers, Mike Wilcher, 38-38. There's not much there, 19 interceptions. Brent Strickland, 19 interceptions, 38-38. And 38-31 of 19 interceptions. These three guys suck. But, of course, you've got Kevin Greene, who's one of the best linebackers in the game. He got some, and he's at the linebacker 4, so you got that linebacker 4 lurch going for you. So you got 38 running speed, you got accelerating at 50 rushing power, you got 56 maximum speed, 69 hitting power, only 19 interceptions, but Kevin Greene is a beast in this game. Then finally, in the secondary, Bobby Humphries pretty decent with 50 maximum speed, 56 interceptions. He's low on hitting power at 31. Rushing power is 38. The other cornerback isn't that good at all. 38 maximum speed, 38 interceptions, and not much else going on there. Anthony Newman is another guy who's not doing much at your free safety. 31 maximum speed, 44 interceptions, 31 quickness, doesn't do anything. Not much here. Finally, Vince Newsome's decent as well. He's another 50 maximum speed, 56 interceptions. So you've got a cornerback, you've got a strong safety, and the problem is the linebacker 4 is really hard to use. It does take out a whole bunch of plays against your opponent, but it's a really hard defensive position to use against a lot of plays in Tecmo, especially run plays.
Yeah, because the best run plays are run downwards towards the linebacker.
Did we mention their special teams?
No, the special teams, of course, because of the way the game was programmed, 50 maximum speed. No matter who you put at punt returner, they will get that speed, and then also
they actually have a decent Jackie Slater,
31 maximum speed.
So you get some good returns with them.
Yeah, and that's a skill that's not talked about too much is the special teams, especially the kick returning.
Yeah.
If you've watched some of these streams in the past, you'll see that Mort's actually really good at kick returns, and he can shorten the field up by some of those returns. So he likes seeing stuff like 31 maximum speed. To me, that's still kind of slow, but you could do the best you can with it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about some of the matchups for the Rams.
All right, so with the Rams, some of the most common matchups that are the best are Rams versus Tampa Bay, Rams versus Minnesota, Rams versus Washington, Rams versus San Diego, Rams versus Denver, There's a lot of these, too. The Rams are so universal. Rams versus Miami, that's a fair matchup. A little edge of Miami, but not too much. Let's keep going. I can see Rams versus, let's see, I said Detroit, San Diego, Denver. Now, at times I've seen, I guess you could do a Rams versus Dallas. I think the Rams have a little bit of the advantage, but it's still a pretty good matchup, I think, because it's not like the Rams are going to be able to stop Emmitt Smith. I've seen Rams versus Phoenix, and I've seen Phoenix play toe for toe with the Rams because Phoenix is they're like because those two big safeties come up for you, and all of a sudden the Rams aren't as powerful because those safeties sometimes can slow them down. Now I've seen Rams versus KC. I've seen Rams versus like the Raiders. I've seen you can pull this team out against a lot of teams if you just want to pass the ball and be in a game but if you make one mistake you're out because the Rams they really can't stop teams too well because it's really hard with their defensive options. You want to take the Rams?
I want to see you with the Rams actually.
Okay, I'll take the Rams.
I was gonna say too, they are one of the most universal teams in the game. I think they match up also well against the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles.
Because the Eagles' secondary is very poor. When I was playing at the Tundra Bowl, I had my opponent call that matchup, and then I actually chose the Rams and was able to win that game because of the Eagles' poor secondary. And one of the other guys was like, "Are you crazy? You're taking the Rams over the Eagles?" And I like that matchup for the Rams. It's if you could just limit QB Eagles to making a mistake or two, they're going to have a really hard time stopping the Rams' passing game. The other matchup I like is, and this is actually the team I want to use versus them, is the Lions. It's going to be tough to stop the running game with the Rams' defense, but it's a good pass versus run game balance where, you could, if you feel like your opponent's just like I don't know, you get basically if you call that matchup, you give them the decision of what do you want? You want the great passing game or you want the great running game? So you kind of force them to make a choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Rams, because of the way their team is and offensively they could play with anyone, they probably are one of the most universal teams in the game.
Yeah, really, you could go through. You could probably do a Rams versus Bills if you really. The Bills don't have big pass defense, in a lot of these games, it's like you can't get stopped though.
Yeah,
on offense with the Rams, you can't get stopped.
It's just, can you stop them? And usually the answer is no.
Yeah.
So we'll see I want to see how Mort does with the Rams. We've played some practice games, and I haven't seen him use the Rams yet.
Did you set up Detroit?
My playbook was already good.
Okay.
So if you guys haven't checked it out already, check out Mort's blog. It's Tecmo101.
.wordpress.com.
He's been putting up some good articles up there. Just recently he put one up about what to do with the QB. When you're playing with the QB, how do you scramble around? What's the best options to take when you're using a quarterback on passing plays? So yeah, check that out. And then if we get a few comments, Rams, Saints. We'll see if we get to the Falcons tonight. Anderson and Ellard, real good duo, of course. And someone just said Patriots. And we didn't plan this, but both me and Mort are wearing blue tonight. And that's why we're playing two teams with blue in their colors.
It's confusing at the 50-yard line, which you can disappear. All right.
All right. So I'm feeling like he's going to do a lot of passing in this game. So William White's going to be my best option. Could also use Coffer. Get back there for. And Mort's really good about burn routes right off the snap of the ball. Like, I guess you would say it's like a 3-step drop. But knowing when to throw those against certain DBs is definitely something you should know.
Ooh.
And Henry Ellard's just killing me so far. Called the play, and he's just getting wide open. Oh, jump. That was just way too easy.
Yeah, that's a high-flying passing game. I love big grabs. On offense.
Yeah. So do I. They're one of my favorite teams to use in the game. But this is a matchup I would think to call in the tournament. So I just want to see how it plays out. But it should usually be an offensive game.
Yeah, it should be.
But yeah, that last pass play you just threw, I called a pass play and like everyone was open.
I'm going to guess a lot of run and try to... Because I do have a couple of good defensive backs, and I can get them in coverage situations with those. See what happens.
The good thing about the Lions' offense is I can scramble with the quarterback, I can throw passes, I can make them call a lot of runs because they're not going to be able to stop it easily. And here I got a pass to Mel Gray, so he's got some speed, so I'm able to pick up a lot more yards than I usually would be able to if I just left the wide receiver there. I should really look at how I have it set up, but it appears that I used them recently, so I have it the way I want it set up.
Nice. I had to be ready to run back up. Nice. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of offense in this one. It's just hard with the Rams to do much because of that big running game. I mean, you want to try to get a guest play or two, get them into a long situation, but right now, not really having much luck doing that, but it's early. I mean, what this game comes down to, one of us is going to get one stop, and that's going to give us an advantage, or else we're just going to play it out on clock management at the halves, and maybe even the overtime toss.
So Mort's got Greene in at running back, so he's not trying to fumble with Cleveland Gary. And he threw that one out of bounds. So you put Buford Mcgee on the bench?
No, he's in. He's at running back. He's at running back 2, and I have Cleveland Gary at tight end.
Okay, so you got him in for passing plays.
Yeah, because I like Gary at tight end because of my offense. He's right by the sidelines, and I can still take advantage of his speed there.
Oh, nice move.
This team, I don't really need a 50 MS.
Never give Oranga the Rams, says Dave Murray. What's up, Dave?
Dave
running the Tecmo tournament on the stream, checking it out. And I'm just trying my best to stop Mort with the Rams. Oh. I felt like I was going to lose that tap. Maybe that was a bad decision to try to dive, but...
Another thing to keep in mind, when you have a really strong passing game, you don't need that fast of a running back because the other player is thinking solely about stopping pass. So all of a sudden, oh shit, I was messing around with that chop blocker. Like, you can open it up in a running game with these teams.
And what Dave's talking about, there's actually a guy that plays in the tournament that's good at the game, that has a huge fan club at the Tecmo Madison tournaments. How many people does he get surrounding him?
About 15.
15, yeah. Just cheering and screaming for him. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is. I've gone up against the posse a few times.
How did you fare in those matchups?
I've done pretty good. I've done pretty well. It's a lot of fun.
That was the closest I've been to any of the passes that Mort's thrown so far.
Everett just makes guys look slow who are good. Like, I mean, that's a good defensive back to have William White, but Everett just makes him look slow because of the passing speed and the speed of receivers.
Oh, you got a first down. I forgot about the first down. I thought it was cold.
You remember when I caught the pass and I went backwards? It was like hindsight. I was like, you know what? I might need that first down right there.
Oh, nice. You just got it off a split second before I was about to hit you with a dime. Well timed. So now I got some time to score here. If I score a touchdown, that's going to be great because I get the ball at halftime. If I can at least put a field goal on the board, I'll consider that a success as well. I got some good blocking there. Nice D. And those are things that I just don't expect him to actually use a linebacker with the Rams, because I mean one of the other linebackers besides Kevin Greene.
Yeah, I just figured I'd be able to catch up with you.
Probably took the wrong path on that one. I'm just going to
options there.
Threw it up to my best receiver reception-wise. Not a good offensive series.
You are getting ball at halftime, so that's Mark wasting that time there, too.
Yeah, there I'm just wasting the time.
I got a bad kicker, so I got to hurry up and get out of bounds and go for the end zone.
So I did give him one shot. I maybe could have held it a little longer, because I didn't really see anyone coming in, but the Rams are a dangerous team in this scenario, so even giving them this one heave is dangerous. And I picked a pass play, and literally no one's back there but my user defender. Throw short, but I got help.
I was trying to mess it. I was hoping I'd get some one-on-one time and be able to run away with it. Worth a try.
Alright, second half, still one score game. You're never out of it. Fumble, interception, could change the course of the game.
That deep guy.
Oh,
pressure came.
Yeah, Rodney Pete has a tendency to do that.
Nice. I think I died for him. Very sad.
So what I did there is I kind of set him up for that, because the last time I picked that play to use the linebacker, I cut it back. So this time I just followed the way the play is supposed to go, and he was caught guessing that I was going to cut back, and I didn't do it.
Come on. That was some friends.
Yeah. Wish I could have done a little bit better on that run.
He's covered this time. Oh no, he's not covered. I thought he was.
I didn't see anyone on him.
No, when he went to the black screen, I thought my guy would have ran with him. Oh, good throw. No, I had to gamble that because that was my chance to get the fourth down.
Tie ball game, 14-14. You put Flipper at kick returner because of his run speed?
Yeah, just give a little extra boost.
Yeah.
I'm surprised in average. That's good enough for me.
Ready, down, put,
So there I just chose the lower cornerback. I feel most confident at least slowing down that play with the lower cornerback when he chooses that run up the middle. Nice. Here I guess the play. So now we got a big 3rd and 9 coming up. And I'm going to bring back a linebacker in coverage here. We don't cover it well. We got 2 really good guys deep.
I can't have any room to run with there. Oh, that's a tough situation.
I was surprised he didn't throw that one deep.
Yeah,
I had Coffer going deep with Ellard and Flipper.
I was hoping I'd be able to run for the first down there.
Yep.
In hindsight, yeah, maybe.
Wow, you're going for it. Same thing, use the Coffer. Gets pretty good. Ew, there's a big measurement. Oh! I was thinking you might do that play, so that's why I used Coffer, but I just couldn't slow him down. Huge first down there. And there I just plugged the hole. Wow. My drones really did not help me out.
Yeah, they did it. They did it. I almost broke that play, but somehow I went out of bounds there. All right, no one's in bad. It's good enough for me.
ready, down,
So I'll start moving the ball again. You were going to try to jump. I wasn't sure which one. So when in doubt, go to the tight end. You move 2 over. That was the hardest guy for him to get to. That's where Cleveland Gary's speed came in. A little out yard after catch. Keep James moving.
It's going to be tough to stop versus the Rams. Oh, I had a chance for a pick there.
Yeah.
He misses the JJ catch.
JJ there. It's a higher passing speed. I got to be careful of the angle on it. That team speed is just making a big difference. Every time they catch it, it's an extra 7 to 10 yards. Oh, I had it burn route too. No luck there.
Oh, called the play.
Ferguson got in there. Nice.
No, it's not time to call timeout yet. There's still a lot of time left.
Yeah, 3:48 though. Now I'm in a situation where I need to get closer.
Here, I'm willing to let him have the run. Call pass is not the right one, but... And here he's going to have to kick a field goal. I don't see him going for
an easy one.
And got Coffer, crappy kicker. Oh my God, I'm tackling the guy. He missed it.
I waited longer on purpose so you would see if you would go in and try to hit him and see if I could get away with it. Yeah, boy. Wasted too much time there. Get the defense going.
Oh. I haven't called that play all game.
I've been calling it all game.
So I figured I might be able to get away with one, but it didn't work out there. He's bringing some friends. Not a lot of room.
Oh, man, I might go for that.
Big call right there. So this is a tough choice because he's going to have plenty of time to come down and score. If I go for it here, then
My bad kicker too. I know.
yeah, I think I'm going to go for it just because if he does score, I don't feel like I'm going to be able to stop him again like that. So if he does score,
That's not a bad call.
then I'll still have some
Always
time.
looks good if you get it. That's what I wanted you to throw to.
Wilder makes a huge catch. And Wilder's receptions aren't too high, so, he was wide open, but there's always a risk that
Yeah, that's what I
that I'm
said.
taking
Like,
there.
I mean, and the other reason I wanted you to throw to him because that moves a lot of time off the clock too.
Oh. So that play's not doing so hot versus the linebacker 4. Run up the middle.
Then he went out of bounds. No.
So here I have to kick the field goal and just hope that I can stop him.
Well, here, linebacker 4 move.
All right, took the lead, but there's still a lot of time left on the clock, especially for the Rams. So give it a kick right down the middle.
This is one of those situations where you can use a few yards for kick return because it's really hard to pass when you're right up against the end zone. That one called play just dooms you.
So here I'm pretty much going to try to give him the run. And I was just guarding the deep ball there.
Yeah, it makes sense too. Even my field goal range, I have to get in even more, and then there's always a risk.
Oh. And like I said, that kicker is not in range right now.
Oh.
Oh, he throws the ball off now. Only 19 seconds left.
Nice guess.
And I figured that he might just try to go for a couple extra yards. Now it's coming down to maybe the last play of the game, so... Or he might be able to get a few. Here, I'm sticking with White. It's most neutral. Best in the passing game. And Henry Ellard.
Oh! Oh, wow! That was just the luckiest thing. I thought he threw it out of bounds.
So did I.
That's just all luck. That's Tecmo for you.
So, Jim Everett gave him the little wink, and he's like, cut it back.
Yeah, it's like that cutback play that Aaron Rodgers does all the time. He stunned your two guys and
So I'm going back deep, and because he stopped, my guy
just
caught
auto
the dive.
Two guys
animation.
auto dive. Just a miracle situation that never happens when you want it to. Only happens in a practice game or to somebody else.
Yeah, so, that was a really good game, honestly. If I lost in a tournament like that, I'd probably be devastated, but it's just a practice game, and we're giving our analysis on it. So, yeah, this is a good matchup. I really like Rams-Lions. If you want a high offensive matchup, this is one to call. And, we did put up a lot of offense, but there's also some defensive stops that were key.
Yeah.
And Henry Ellard was just killing. So you'll probably see the Rams quite a bit in the tournament and just be ready for their passing game. So that's going to do it for the team breakdown of the Rams. We got the Saints up next, and we will be back in about a half hour to take a look at that team and see what they're worth in the Tecmo Madison tournament. Take care.